across all social media platforms. I am Muthoni Minor. Starting off, pay school fees for your child or stay home with them. Education CS Professor George Magoha has warned. Speaking earlier today during the 2021 Form 1 selection exercise, Professor Magoha urged school heads to ensure parents pay the school fees on time. He, however, said those children coming from unstable families should be allowed to remain in school. He has called out parents who defy to meet their parenting duties.
So all the hula baloo you're hearing about school fees is because somebody does not want to pay money that his or her child is going to eat while the child is staying at school. And I keep saying that people must pay fees because I know people who are driving cars, good cars. They change clothes very well. They go to clubs to drink beer. The only thing they don't have is money to pay their children's fees. So I would want Dr. Mutua to kindly talk to her colleagues to stop attacking me without prejudice. I have also said very clearly that the children who are poor and indigent must be left in school.
Moving on, Deputy President William Ruto has reacted to claims that President Kenyatta might back a NASA joint candidate in the next year's polls. In a tweet, the second-in-command appeared to mock the stand in which he says leaves out millions of people who supported President Kenyatta in 2017. In a meeting with Kamba leaders yesterday, President Uhuru Kenyatta allegedly declared that he might pick his 2022 successor from among the NASA principals if they unite and agree on a single candidate against the second-in-command. Now let's cross over to bombers as there is an IEBC meeting going on about the 2022 polls. Now let's listen in to that.
Statutes which we have also sent to Parliament, and there's also a document called Electoral Law Reform in Kenya, the IEBC experience. This is a document we generated from experiences we had in 2017 elections. This report outlines all areas required to be looked at and amended by Parliament as regards election laws. It's available on our website. We send it to the two speakers of Parliament, and we hope that Parliament will look at it, make the necessary amendments. We're already late in the day, but we hope something will be done so that the experiences learned in 2017 are not repeated. So, looking forward to the meeting and working with the Parliament, looking forward to working with all the stakeholders represented here today, and perhaps going back to the first speaker, PPLC, about issues of servers. In 2022, the Commission has already addressed those issues in the issues of servers. We shall work with the media, and meetings lined up with the media fraternity so that election results are in the polling station. That is what it is. At every polling station after counting, those are the results. Issues of transmission should not be an issue that should affect elections in any way. And what the Commission wants is to partner with the media so that at every stage, Kenyans know what are those results. And those are the conversations we are having with the media going into the next election. We also have, the Commission will come up, already has come up with, and this will be announced in due course, that we shall have multiple servers, not just one server, but several servers available, the media, the public, the candidates if possible, and political parties if possible. But a framework will be generated so that the information coming or being transmitted will be the same information in each of the servers. The ones who do IT can possibly explain that better. But the issue of having one server and that preserved information will not be there come 2022. And lastly, on that issue, we're working again in partnership with the Communication Authority of Kenya, whom we have held meetings and set up a joint technical committee. The Communication Authority, among other things, will undertake quality of service parameters for each and every polling station in the country, so that we know which polling station can transmit results which has 3G network. Now, those which may not have, then alternative arrangements will be made, and Kenyans will know in advance which polling station is unable to transmit, so that we don't get into a situation where there is suspicion and mistrust. So all those issues have been addressed. And just want to reiterate that the Commission is ready to work with any other stakeholder who I believe wishes to contribute towards the success of the upcoming general elections. As I said, this is not my day to speak. I would like the chief guest to, I'm sure the chief guest has a longer speech, so let me not take too much time. Without much ado, it's now my singular honor to invite the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, Madam Anna Madi, to give the keynote speech. And please welcome her with a warm clap. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair, Mr. Wanyonyi Chebukati, as I've known you for the last 30 years or so.
Now that was Chebukati airing his sentiments on the oncoming 2022 polls, and he has said that the experiences that were learned in 2017 will not be repeated, and he has also said that they are working in partnership with the Communication Authority of Kenya for a joint commission committee for each and every polling station. So we are definitely following up on that, and we will have a much more detailed report later on in the other subsequent bulletins. Now moving on, your favorite channel TV47 is on a Meet the People tour of Nairobi County. The road is aimed at interacting with you, the audience of the fastest growing TV channel in the country. Now Mwangi Maina is following the caravan and now joins us live. Mwangi, it must be a day full of fun in Nairobi. Now we will definitely have that report lined up for you there for the Meet and Greet tour of TV47 with its fans as well. Now, moving on, meanwhile, the 2022 KCPE candidates will report to school for Form 1 on the 2nd of August. Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha has announced the placement of the over 1 million learners in keeping up with the 100% transition. Those who scored 400 and above have been placed to national schools and extra county schools of their choice. During the launch of the Form 1 selection results, CS Magoha revealed that Nanyuki Boys was the most selected school by candidates with over 154 applicants.
In the selection, we have strictly applied the principles of equity, fairness, merit, transparency, inclusiveness, and affirmative action in placing candidates to each school category. And that's why this placement has taken a little bit longer. And I wish to apologize to the Wananchi, but you see, it is better to give a thorough job done a little bit later. For those very senior government people who can afford, for example, to take a child to Kabarak, why did you take your child there instead of saying, displace this junior, displace this one, and put mine there? What are you doing with your money? What exactly are you doing with your money? Take your child to Strathmore. So instead of saying, now, you must give me allowance, why don't you go and take your child to another school and pay for it? So that you leave the chance to somebody from the slums who has earned that place. I'm challenging the people. And for me, after here, I'm going to switch off my phone. So don't even bother looking for me. Huh?
Now let's go back to the TV47 Nairobi Roadshow, where your favorite channel, TV47, is on a Meet the People tour of Nairobi County. The roadshow is aimed at interacting with you, the audience of the fastest growing TV channel in the country. Mwangi Maina is following the caravan and now joins us live. Mwangi, it must be a day full of fun in Nairobi, right?
Well, Modoni Maina, thank you. It's a day full of fun. We are in Embakasi East constituency. Right now we are in a place called Pipeline. We have just left Donholm. Some few minutes ago, we have revolved all areas in Embakasi East constituency, interacting with city residents here, telling them about TV47 and also getting feedback from them. And not only feedback and engaging the residents, we are also giving them merchandises that we are carrying along with us, some of them which has been funded by our sponsors, including Ketia's Supermarket. We are having Africa Tropical Brands. We are having Soma Biscuits, which are vitamin biscuits for kids. And we are also having other sponsors, including Cabernet Water. And right now what is happening, as you can see, if my camera person is able to pan and show you what is happening, he can show you what is happening. We are fully engaging residents here in Pipeline area, dancers a lot, people telling us that they love TV47. What they would really want us to keep on focusing on, and they have just told us that our shows and our news are on top of and so they've just continued to tell us to keep where we are right now. And from here, Modoni Maina, if I would let you know, we will be headed to a place called Kware in Kibra, and then after that we'll be going to Kibra, that is in Kibra constituency. And then later in the evening we'll be in Rongai and in other parts of the city, just trying to show you how this roadshow is. If my camera person can pan again and show you the activities we are having here. This is a Soko Chap Chap, it is a circle. And residents here are being advised or are being encouraged to join this circle for the purposes of their savings. So Modoni Maina, currently that is what is happening here on ground, and definitely will continue updating you on things as they continue to unfold here. Modoni Maina, back to the studio.
So much. Mwangi Minor is right there at Embakasi East constituency getting feedback from the people, alongside the sponsors as well. Later on, the caravan will be headed to Kibra and Rongai as well. Indeed, it is not a story until it is told right here on TV 47, the home of untold stories. Now, moving on, border riders in Soweto, Kayole Estate have raised concerns over the poor condition of the road connecting Embakasi village and Soweto slum. The motorists protested this morning, saying that their effort to have the road constructed has proved futile. The border riders further complain that they have been forced to repair their bikes constantly, causing them to incur huge losses. The motorists have blamed Embakasi East MP Babu Owino for failing to take action.
Sisi tumechoka na vumbi. Kwanza Babu alitudanganya atatengeneza barabara. Unaona hata polisi ndio wanakuja kutusumbua. Wakati tunataka haki yetu, MCA hata tumjui yako wapi. MCA ni Nicholas Okumu.
Barabara haijawahi tengenezwa. Wakati tulilia mara ya kwanza wakakuja wakaweka hii vumbi. Ndio ikakuwa wazi. Hata heri potholes zenye tulikuwa nazo. Potholes ndio zilikuwa zinaharibu pikipiki, lakini we are safe. Lakini hii ni health hazard.
Now that story takes us for a short break. We will be right back with more. Do stay with us.
At Global Precast Panels, we have the best quality, durable and affordable precast panels to suit all your needs. Manufactured under a controlled environment, we have the best precast concrete panels, precast concrete floor slabs, precast concrete perimeter wall, precast concrete columns and beams. Our panels reduce construction cost by up to 40% with absolutely no plaster required, including added soundproof benefits. Convenient for story buildings, schools, offices, residential houses, hospitals, and warehouses. Take advantage of our free transport. Contact us on 0702 24 7267 or 0796 24 7267. Global Precast Panels Limited, your reliable option for efficient construction.
These are the sights and sounds of a working nation. There are no shortages to remarkable ideas. What's missing is the will to execute them.
You need to stay relevant. If you don't, you're going to fade off.
Yes, they are a dime in a dozen, but the real meat on these bones comes from trying to realize them.
You just need to perfect anything. If it's drawing, if it's music, pursue it 100% because it's something that is giving back.
Join me, Violet Njoki, as I tell you the stories of these executed ideas, because yours could be next. Mondays, 7:30 p.m.
Hey, now that's hitting the right notes. When life gets boring, we bring out our play. You see, playfulness is in our DNA. It's in the way we move and laugh. It's in the way
County was today charged in a Muranga court of law. Ayub, who appeared before the Kandara Law Court, pleaded guilty to an offense of permitting a person who is not a holder of a valid driving license to drive a motor vehicle. In his defense, he said he had taken his vehicle to a car wash in the same area and later proceeded to a supermarket, leaving his son unmanned. He said he came back only to realize that his son had reversed the vehicle and tried to park it when he was filmed. Kenyanjui was fined 20,000 Kenya shillings or a server of 3 months jail term.
Yes.
Moving on, North Rift Region Head of Conservancy Anthony Musyoka has named 4 forest stations in Uasin Gishu and 2 in Elgeyo Marakwet County earmarked for a partial lifting of the ban for harvesting that targets about 5,000 hectares for selected forests across the country. Timboroa, Sengalo, Lorenje and Ainabkoi forest stations in Uasin Gishu are among those earmarked, even as the Forest Department continues to encourage Kenyans to embrace an initiative of adopting forests for conservation and restoration. Musyoka, together with Uasin Gishu Water and Environment CEC Mary Njogu, addressed residents of Timboroa in Ainabkoi sub-county during the launch of a program to restore Endarasha Dam that is currently suffering from a reduction in water levels.
Because I know the processes will be done through bidding. They come together, form an organization that can bid competitively with the other sawmillers who want to engage in the sawmilling business. About forest adoption, we are encouraging an adoption program for forest areas within the conservancy. Already we have stakeholders on board through the adoption program, and they have come in a big way. The University of Eldoret is one of them. They're adopting Kesup Forest Station. Dr. Eliud Kipchoge is also doing something in Kaptagat Forest Station, Kenya Water Towers. And there are many also who have expressed interest in terms of adopting.
We are happy that we have a group of young people who are dedicated into seeing to it that there is restoration of this dam, and also restoration of our environment in our county. That is why we are encouraging each and every person to take a personal responsibility in conservation of the environment. As it has been said by many people, it's very, very important that each and every one of us, as you think about the environment, think, how many trees am I going to plant?
Now on to political matters, where Machakos Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua now wants the Gema community to back his presidential bid during the 2022 general elections. Speaking in Kiambu County when he paid a courtesy call to host Governor James Nyoro, Mutua said that he is well prepared to take up the mantle after President Uhuru Kenyatta retires in 2022.
Mimi nimelelewa hapa Dagoretti. Najua hii Kiambu yote, nimesoma Dagoretti High School. Mimi nimefanya kazi kwa serikali ya Mwai Kibaki. Amenifunza ekonomia na hizi vitu za kufanya kazi. Niliunga mkono Uhuru Kenyatta wakati anapigwa muhula wa kwanza, muhula wa pili, wengine wakaruka, mimi nikakaa na yeye kwa sababu nyinyi ni watu wangu, mimi ni mmoja wenu. Na nyinyi hamtaki 2022 hii kiti iende mbali. Mnataka mahali mnaweza gonga mlango ikafunguliwa kwa karibu. 2022 mimi Alfred Ng'ang'wa Mutua, mtoto wenyu, mtu wenyu, shemeji wenyu, mnajua mkiwa na mimi you are in safe hands.
Watu ya Kiambaa, I know they will make a decision and give us the Jubilee candidate. We went there yesterday. We can see the mood, but they are not going to be subjected to threats. Hakuna mtu atatoa pesa kwa Kiambaa. If anything, tutaweka pesa huko. Hata sasa sisi kama county tuna mpango wa kuweka maji, wa kuweka barabara. We have a plan. So nobody should feel threatened. I think it was unfortunate. And lastly, I just want to appeal to our party. As they are organizing the campaign for both Kiambaa and Muguga, we better be coordinated. Because we are having different command centers. We saw it yesterday. Somebody decides who is going to talk and who is not going to talk.
Indeed, a lot is brewing there in Marty's political succession. Now, moving on, police officers in Busia town are pursuing a suspect who entered Joe Ministry Church on Sunday and stole a motorcycle from one of the congregants. According to CCTV footage, the man is being seen restless in church before excusing himself to answer a phone call. A few moments later, he is captured on camera storming out of the church compound on a motorcycle belonging to a congregant.
Mwenye pikipiki alipokuja, na unajua kanisani vile ninasema kwamba uwezi kushuku ya kwamba pikipiki yako inaweza kuibiwa kanisani, na uwezi kushuku ya kwamba mwizi anaweza kuja na kuiba kitu kanisani. Alienda akaegeza pikipiki yake na akatoa funguo, ila hakulock ile.
Polisi pia waweze kufanya kazi yao, kwa sababu walikuja wakaangalia, na hata wakaangalia hizo picha vile huyo mtu alitembea na vile alikaa, waliona vizuri sana.
Sasa vile imeibiwa, mimi mwanangu ana kazi, mimi mwenyewe sina kazi. Watoto wanasoma. Sina vile nafanya sasa.
Pikipiki yenyewe ni KBF H364 ambayo iliibiwa hapo katika Joy Center. Kufikia sasa tumepata habari muhimu ambayo itatusaidia kupata wale ambao walihusika na hata pikipiki ambayo iliibiwa. Nataka kutoa onyo kwa wahalifu wote ya kwamba serikali iko imara na tutahakikisha kwamba tunapatia usalama hata katika kanisani.